Hi there. Our group consists of Richard Wong, Michael Burgess, Miriam Elsana, Mary Nash, and myself, and our collective topic is on community. Specifically within the community topic, we are putting forward a proposal for a community project. During our first meeting with one another, we originally came up with a multitude of proposal ideas. These ideas consisted of a public transit proposal, an urban farming proposal, and a tertiary educational mentorship proposal. With the consent of all group members, we narrowed down to the tertiary educational mentorship proposal. Simultaneously, during this first meeting, we debated simplistic details of this tertiary educational mentorship proposal. We further narrowed down that the proposal should encompass an Oakland University business student mentorship proposal. Evidently, our creative license is a PowerPoint presentation which you are watching right now as a video. Progressing at the midway point of our presentation, Michael and Richard will discuss additional logistics of our Oakland University business student mentorship program. Subsequently, towards the tail end of the presentation, Mary will conclusionary summarize team processes, learning, and wind down the proposal. So, what is mentorship and what are the benefits of it? To first start off by defining the word mentorship, subjectively Sean Blanchard, a TEDx speaker and mentorship author, defines the concept as to be influenced by individuals' ideals in society. It starts from the moment you open your eyes into the world, all the way until you close your eyes to this world. We're being influenced. Mentors are the individuals that provide acts of guidance, while the mentee absorb and ideally replicate what the mentor is demonstrating. Subjects can vary, however, common mentorships are the following: career, religious, educational, second language, parental, and etc. Mentorships can either be conducted within a group or one-on-one. Evidently, leadership, communication, and vision plays crucial aspects in the duration of a mentorship. Ideally, at least in our proposal, as further discussed, the mentor and the mentee are expected to establish a vision together during their first meeting. The vision should be advantageous for the mentee rather than the mentor. By the end of the mentorship, the vision is supposed to be achieved by the mentee. Mentorship leadership vision examples could be the following. The mentee is supposed to grasp basic understanding of a religious book or anecdote. The mentee is supposed to grasp personal finance techniques, or the mentee is supposed to grasp how to prepare for life after secondary education. A vision is different from goals. Simon Sinek, motivational speaker and founder of the Optimism Company, states the following: a goal is 26.2 miles. You can simply count the metrics and know when you have completed your goal. A vision is having a crystal clear sense of what the finish line looks like, but having no idea how far away it is. The reality is that you will spend your entire life never actually crossing the finish line, but the joy of every marathon you complete, you feel like you are getting closer. Every milestone that you accomplish makes you feel like you are getting closer and closer to the ideal. Visions are not created without communication. Lauren Laundrie, Associate Director of Marketing and Communications at Harvard's Online Business School, states 8 crucial communication skills mentors must have with their mentee in order to establish a successful vision. They are the following: 1. Ability to adapt your communication style. 2. Active listening. 3. Transparency. 4. Clarity. 5. Ability to ask open-ended questions. 6. Empathy. 7. Open body language. 8. Receiving and implementing feedback. Mostly occur within many mediums. Traditionally speaking, in-person techniques have been utilized in the past. However, telecommunication techniques are rapidly increasing in popularity. Phone calls, virtual synchronous and asynchronous meetings, email, and social media are a few examples. While mentoring and role modeling can seem like synchronous concepts, they are minimally different. Laurie Hunt, TEDx speaker and Doctor of Educational Leadership, explains the following. Now, I don't want you to confuse mentoring with being a role model. Role models can also lead by example, but as we've seen in the media, role models can go from good to bad. Mentors have the ability to lead in just about every situation, Presumably, from Lori's perspective, role models cannot lead in every situation. They can be less predictable in nature and hold themselves to a lower pedestal compared to mentors. Whether you have or have not pursued mentorships, regardless if it has been conducted one-on-one or in a group setting, the concept comes with a plethora of benefits. In the academic journal Does Mentoring Matter?, a multidisciplinary meta-analysis comparing mentored and non-mentored individuals, the authors sought out if there's any truthfulness in the assumption that mentorships are universal, advantageous endeavors. They created the following 6 optimistic hypotheses. Mentoring is associated with positive behavioral outcomes, positive attitudinal outcomes, positive health-related outcomes, positive relational outcomes, positive motivational outcomes, and positive career outcomes. Testing these hypotheses and performing statistical analysis, the authors concluded that hypotheses 1 through 6 were supported, regardless of the meta-analytical method used, fixed or random effects. Mentoring was significantly related to favorable behavioral, attitudinal, health-related, interpersonal, motivational, and career outcomes.
Hello, my name is Richard, and I'll dive into the logistics of our proposed mentorship program. As it stands, Oakland University has Achieve courses 1, 2, and 3 that are half semester long each, other than Achieve 3 being a full semester course after reaching major standing, and all 3 are required for every business student to complete. And these 3 courses offer many various things, such as business personality assessment, job search essentials, mock interview, and many more. Our mentorship program will implement 3 new courses into the same Achieve ecosystem column, Achieve 4 and 5, which will also be required by business students, and also offer an Achieve 6 course, which will be an opt-in. This mentorship program will aim to convert leadership knowledge into competence, which will provide a variety of skills to help students lead, and also give deliberate practice, which will give depth to those skills that will lay a foundation for business students to use in becoming leaders of tomorrow. So let's talk a little bit more about Achieve 4 and 5. Both of these courses will be a semester long each, and the students will be randomly paired in a one-on-one mentorship. To achieve this, business students will be mentees in Achieve 4 and become mentors in Achieve 5. In other words, students in Achieve 5 will become mentors of students in Achieve 4. They will meet once per 3 weeks, which will equate to a total of 5 meetings per semester. And this 3-week periods will offer flexibility for the mentors to prepare for their meetings, and also offering mentors and mentees to choose any time they want to meet during that 3-week period and however they want to meet, whether it's face-to-face, online, or practically anywhere. The Achieve 5 course specifically will offer 2 college credits. Universities like Oakland University currently offer credits for internships that meet certain criteria. That is because students gain practical, career-related experience while making professional connections that can lead to future job placements in these internships. This mentorship program will achieve a similar experience for business students that they can learn from their peers or their mentors. That is because these students who are going to be the mentors can offer their own experience as upcoming business students and how they're creating a path for the future career, and even things about their college life, such as tips of surviving Oakland University, certain outlook opportunities that they have found for their current major, and much more. In addition to this one-on-one mentorship, this will create a possible future networking opportunity for these two, while they're also gaining knowledge and practical experience of leadership and communication skills. And thus, we as a team believe Achieve 5 should offer credits in exchange. So how will Achieve 4 and 5 work? Both of these courses will follow the same system as an online synchronous course. Every 3 weeks, new content will be unlocked for the students to see. The content will be created by current Achieve and organizational behavior professors, as they will be the most knowledgeable in producing important takeaways that they believe OU business students should develop as future leaders. The content will include a video lecture every period for the mentors, talking not only about leadership skills that are important, but also the different soft skills of communication they can think about implementing and developing in their meetings. A lecture for mentees will also be included on how to give effective feedback. This will be used for giving feedback on the current mentorship program and also their respective mentors on how they can improve and also their thoughts. The first meeting between the mentor and mentees will be purely an introduction meeting. From there on after, during each meeting, the mentor will teach the leadership skills they had learned from the content provided and also offer their thoughts and experiences with them. For the mentors, since Achieve 5 offers credits, they will be graded by submitting a paper on what they talked about during the meetings and also their thoughts about implementing the things that they learned about soft skills and leadership skills in the future. The mentees in Achieve 4 will also write a summary of what they learned from that meeting, along with feedback about their mentor, and submit that every 3 weeks. Now that the required part of the program has been covered, we will take a look at the Achieve 6 course.
Hi, I'm Mike Burgess, and I want to talk to you about the final and arguably most exciting and beneficial part of this is Achieve 6, which would be a mentorship with a working professional. First, this course is optional. It wouldn't be required for degree completion. It's more for further enrichment and intended to be like a leadership development program, but for students to kind of, it's like their earliest really exposure to a true leadership development program. In this, mentors, would be from like alumni organizations, corporate partners, even professors, things like that. And the mentees will be matched with mentors using a service like Mentor Scout or some other sort of like pairing service. And that part is important because in those services you could set profiles to really, then you can search and even match by like the business field that the person works in, your major, even social identities like race, gender, etc. To make sure you really get like a good pairing for what you're looking for. And then the first meeting would be a group training session with all the mentors and mentees and a facilitator for the university to establish expectation of all the parties. Like what you need to do as a mentor, what you need to do as a mentee, and so on. And then the mentee would be responsible for coordination of all subsequent meetings. In this, though, the expectation of the mentee would be like to, in the first meeting with the mentor is really how you want to like set up how the rest of it's going to go. You discuss how, when, you plan to meet, how often, kind of establish your vision for the mentorship. What do you want to get out of it? Maybe it might be a good idea to set some SMART goals, to kind of accomplish during the semester. Another important aspect would be to set boundaries. Is anything off limits? Are you free to discuss personal topics, or is it would you like it to stay more professional or school related, things like that? Then, course, mentee is going to coordinate all the future meetings and come to each meeting prepared. Expectation of the mentor is really to hold the mentee accountable for their deliverables. That comes through like their SMART goals and whatever else you discuss on from each meeting. Offer advice from a working professional point of view, and at the very end, you submit a report or a survey to the school to assess the level of participation and the quality of just to ensure that the student met the expectations of the program. The desired outcome from this is the students will finish with an established mentor relationship, which they could even mature further into their professional world after they graduate. The students and mentors will also better develop and understand their leadership identity, kind of learn from each other and kind of mold how they like to be a leader. And they'd also grow their socially responsible leadership capacity with, not just being a disciplinary leader, but also leading to coach and leading, to mentor. And then lastly, students will understand the mentor-mentee relationship, will be prepared to participate as either mentor or mentee in future relationships.
Hi, my name is Mary Nash, and I will be summarizing the projected outcomes of our proposed program along with discussing the team processes and meetings that took place over the course of this semester. With the implementation of Achieve 4 and 5, we want students to walk away with professional experience that will be applicable to their future careers. By having Oakland's own students run the mentorship program, we force students to have initiative and learn how to professionally communicate with texts and emails. Students will also obtain a growing network through these mentorships with both students and professionals. These connections will aid Oakland students in thriving when they join the corporate world. Next, I will be discussing our team processes that have taken place over the last semester. At our first meeting, we decided as a group that we would meet once weekly in the evenings, as that was the best time that worked for everyone in our group. Our next step was to decide the location of the meetings. With all of our schedules varying, we decided that Zoom would be the most effective platform. Michael led our first meeting with a PowerPoint format that was impressive to our group. His original PowerPoint became the template for all of our meetings going forward. Another meeting objective that Michael implemented was positive momentum, where we all take a few minutes at the beginning of the meeting to share something positive from our week. As a group, we all found this as a way to come together on something more casual than just a group project. We all ended up using this as a tool to get to know each other better in each meeting. In these meetings, we also discussed who would be more comfortable completing different tasks required of the project. We ended up dividing it into 5 parts. These 5 parts ended up being 2 people for the introduction, 2 people for the logistics of the program, and 1 person for the conclusion and editing. We found this to be the most effective way to break down the workload. When we were not meeting via Zoom, we sent questions and correspondence through our text group chat. We also communicated by sending the meeting feedback sheets following our group meetings. We also communicated directly with the professor when we had a group member fail to communicate and complete the assigned tasks. We ended up resolving this and continuing on with the project. Overall, we had a very effective semester collaborating on this project, while also learning how to best communicate while in a leadership role, among other things. However, as a group, we all agree that communication is the biggest part of being a great leader. Thank you for watching our presentation.